now, mullets.
When you feel like an outsider every other day, here you are part of the family.
Today,
This is our day. This is our day.
this is our day. This is for you
Brothers.
and me. Brothers, mullets unite!
Yeah. Are you entering in any contest today at the Mullet Fest?
Yeah, mate, I'm in everyday mullet because it's on my head every day.
Hell yeah. And are those homemade shorts?
Yeah, me grandma sorted that out for me.
What an absolute legend of a lady.
How are you doing anyway?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm here in paradise.
Love the shorts, honestly, as quality. Thank you, Dan, for finding that video. Really, really good to see. So yeah, look, mullets. I mean, yeah. Look, I mean, I've already seen here. So don't take any offence to this, George. When I'm just looking at the comments here, but Sam Oxborough, she's just put no, hate the mullet. So the question is, I'm seeing lots of hairdressers doing mullets on social. They're sharing mullets and they do look great. They're exciting haircuts for a hairdresser to get creative, Jordana. My point is, we hairdressers are sort of saying they're back in fashion. Have you done a mullet on many clients?
No, but I mean, if you look at what a mullet is, it's technically a disconnected shape between short hair and long hair. So although it may not look like a mullet, there is a lot of invisible layers going on because people just love having that height at the crown, particularly for those kind of clients that don't really know how to blow dry their hair very well. So I do think it's a technical haircut that everyone should learn, but it's so transferable, the skills. So like there's so many different types of them. You can make them soft, quite aggressive. And I think I've always got time for a mullet, me.
What about you, George? I mean, you're wearing a mullet. What's it like in Rotherham? Are they going for the redneck, as somebody's put here, the Pat Sharp mullet?
Yeah, babe, I'm from Rotherham. We are redneck, so yeah. Not necessarily get loads of cuts like that. Probably do about 4. But I don't, you know what, like these creative haircuts, they can be taken to whatever extreme you want. I think whatever it's done, as long as it's done well, you know what I mean? I've not watched Tiger King and thought, oh my God, I've got to have that haircut. I've taken a bit of inspiration from Tiger King, and I think I'm going to get a mullet and I'm going to have it done really well. And I think that's the same as any haircut. And I think any haircut can be beautiful as long as you do it really well.
Yeah, no,
you know?
Absolutely. I mean, I just find that sometimes I call it hairdresser's hair. And over the years, we've seen it all the time. You go to, you know, and let's be honest, you see a beautiful Sassoon haircuts. And I get the reason behind it. It's all about getting the techniques right and then adapting it to a client's shape. But you know, are we seeing it with colours as well? You know, there's so much of this hairdresser's hair, but are we actually still just doing the very bog standard menu looks that
No, do you know what? I disagree with that. I think, do you know what? I think the majority of people that put the work out there, especially hairdressers, they're actually appealing to other hairdressers. I would like to champion a hairdresser that is actually appealing to the client, because I think it's a very difficult language to speak to your client. And if you look at my Instagram, even though I've got a large Instagram following, I speak to a hairdresser. So I'd like the hairdressers that champion the client, that are asking them to come forward, because I think actually what's happening, because we've got so many good photos and so much good social media, what's happening is the hairdresser is putting pictures out there, not for the client anymore, but for other hairdressers to be up their arse saying, yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. And we've forgotten about the client, I think.
Really? Do you go with that, Jordana?
Yeah.
Completely agree. I really do. But at the same time, there are people out there who started their Instagram account as more like a visual diary rather than appealing to clients. Because I would never want my clients to look at my Instagram. And so when I first started it, I was like, well, this is for me and a diary sort of thing rather than for clients. And then now I'm like, Jesus, I should have had one for clients, because hopefully I would have got a good following by now, and I wouldn't be in this situation, lockdown, no clients.
No. Well,
so it's a tough one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I'm just still looking at the mullets here. Charlotte Johnson, a mullet is like a short shag. I love it when it's on the right person. Georgia, you are on point. Lee, he said, loving the 90s feels at the minute. I'm going to block colour front if, I can't read what that says, if he, her, and mullet too, fuck. I don't swear very often, so it's so what about colours? We're all very good at portraying, we post the really exciting work, I always feel, as hairdressers, but have you got a kind of a menu of kind of colours? Do you still do lots of full highlights, girls? I mean, are they just back in the day now and nobody does them, or do we still do lots of foil highlights, Jordana?
Yeah. I've got 3 full head of foils tomorrow, and I'll be posting them on my story, guys, because they're my bread and butter. I love.
So people still like foil highlights, George?
Of course.
100%. Do you know what? I had someone ring me last week and actually they said, do you do foil highlights? I was like, yeah, of course we do. And that's a trap that I put myself into. It's one of the reasons why I rebranded. Because when we started out with Twisted, we were bright colour, bright colour, bright colour. And guess what? It got loads of attention on social media. But it pigeonholed us. And actually, the most staple, and you know what, natural hair's harder to do. Like, I get more enjoyment and more satisfaction out of picturing a good natural balayage or full head foils than I do a bright colour. The problem is it just gets no traction.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Cool.
But in actual fact, when I do a balayage and it's freehand and it's mint and I've got that processed poured and I've got the finished products, I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. Bang it up, expect it to get 150 likes, and it gets about 20, and I'm like, fuck this. Shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, it's so disgusting.
But actually, there's another topic there for another day, though, when we're now seeing all this airbrush balayage, and you're explaining that to a client. I mean, again, it's a language, isn't it, Jordana? We've got to try and make sure hairdresser talk is relatable to your clients.
Yeah, absolutely. And I try to stay away from like a full set of highlights. I'll butter it up and call it all names under the sun so that it still feels like a kind of service that they won't get anywhere else. Because I always fear that if I call it a full set of highlights, then they feel like they might be able to go next door to get it for 50 quid cheaper. So I'll always say what I'll do is I'll do some highlights, some baby strands, some strand lights, and a couple of bits of balayage in there in between. And then they're like, yeah, okay, sounds complicated. Do whatever you want to do, because then I feel like they can't take the business elsewhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Look, there's a lot of love coming in for foiling here tonight, and foils are still rocking it out there. And I love this from Ryan. Do you agree with this? Like, he finds foiling very therapeutic and makes him feel relaxed. I'm just a weirdo, though.
I love it. I love foiling. There's this new comb you can get as well, actually, that you do a slice and then you put it in between this comb, and apparently it does you wheeze for you. But I've had to go at all my stylists for that, and I'm like, no, this is not skill. This is a comb. We are going to weave.